Okay, we have major botting problem, but of a different kind in Lost Ark this time. And this one is where people are using bots to do their dailies in Lost Ark. Now, we're gonna go through this thread, discuss it, but there is something that I want to mention is that this is not the first time I heard about it. I know this thing has been going on for at least a year, and we can prove it. And I heard about it at least a year ago. I know so many players use it, and the reason it's a major issue is because it affects other players. Now, how does it affect you? Well, when these people bought the whole, first of all, they're cheating. Number two, now with the addition of Fate Embers, where you have a chance to get 10,000 gold, right? That means if these people start and will and have been buying blue crystals from the shop, this is where they increase the price of blue crystals. And this affects all free to play players, right? Or so called free to play, but people who buy blue crystals from in game gold. And this makes your aura much more expensive. Anything you buy with blue crystals from Mary Shop or skins of the market, way more expensive. What does that mean again? That means that you need to do double, triple the effort, to play more alts to meet that price range. Whereas if botting didn't exist, and I'm talking about the Chinese bots or this one where people are not botting themselves, it will lead to a healthier economy where BC, let's say for example, on Europe, it won't be 3400 forever, where it doesn't even drop, it just goes up. It will go down to 2400 or something, right? It's been 3K since Kakul Saidan back in August, 2 years ago. It's unbelievable that it didn't even go down since then with all the gold nerfs, with all the high requirements for, endgame raids. Um, Everything they've tried to do, it's not working because of the millions of bots, and now we have um, players doing their botting their dailies, right? So let's go through the article and we'll talk more about it because I want to highlight a few things. Now, the article reads blowing the whistle on a community problem that people seem happy enough to allow to go on. Now, it's not about people. Of course, he means here that players are okay with it because most of them are using it, right? I think this is what he meant. But the people that are really happy and sleeping soundly are AGS, because these are the ones who are responsible to keep the game safe and cheat free. But we know that AGS is incompetent, is run by children, they have no idea what they're doing, and they don't want to even do anything. All they care about is just like if I remember the only times they stepped in is when the shop was in jeopardy. Like, for example, the bots were doing chargebacks, right? And this is where they asked Smilegate to implement a system, the 3-day gold hold, to counter this issue. This is the only time where they were very serious about it. They asked the developer to implement a system to counter it. But when it comes to stuff like this, they don't really care. All they care about is the shop transactions. Otherwise, the game can go to hell. I will do my best to not run afoul of any subreddit rules as I believe discussion. Okay, this is not important. Case Dungeon and Una task spotting, a problem that has been increasingly gaining traction among the community due to going unpunished. Yeah, exactly. If they don't do any, if I can, if other people are cheating and nothing is happening to them, I want to keep up, I want to compete, so I'm gonna cheat too. For so long, and the addition of Fate Embers to the game as an additional incentive for it. Honestly, this is old. This has been going on. Like I remember, Chaos Dungeon bots specifically were since launch, and most of the people who reached tier 3 early and were making tons of gold from selling tier 3 mats early were free to play players, by the way, using Chaos Dungeon bots. And then I think they took care of these Chaos Dungeon bots back then. But later on, I know this one. This one, the one he's mentioning, because I heard about it a year ago, is from Elite PvPers. It went very popular. Many people use it. I'm not surprised if, because there's only like, a few thousand players playing the game. Most of them are using it, right? Why not? You see your guildie is doing it, nothing is happening to them. Okay, show me the program, I'll use it too. Unpunished is perhaps not the right word for it, but rather undetected through means that I won't specify here to avoid getting the thread removed. Okay, the bot in question is being monetized by its creator, yes, that's correct, in a Discord server with thousands of members. This is very important. Now, if he's saying thousands of members, the game literally has what right now? 5,000 players on EU, 5,000 on NA. So basically, like most of the player base is using it, with the most active bot users racking up thousands of hours of use already. So this is a screenshot of the bot, of the Discord server bot, keeping track of the leaderboard. Amazing. We have this guy, whose name is Blurred, or this person, has 10,000 hours. Now, if we convert that to days, that's 14 months of botting 24/7 unpunished. And the list goes on for 5,000 hours, 4,000, 4,000. There you go. 24/7 botting, no problems. And these are the people fucking you by raising your BC crystal. So you have to do more homework on alts to meet the BC prices. Everything will rise in price because if you, let's say you want to buy a skin, you want to buy engraving books, you want to buy gems, everything will triple minimum in price because of this. So in order to buy this skin, instead of paying, let's say 20k, you have to pay 60k now. So that means you need to do triple the effort, of what you used to do before. And this will burn you out and you'll quit the game. These people just don't think, oh, it doesn't affect us, we're fine. They don't even know how economy works. As I see more and more of my friend list adhere to this, see, he's saying that most of his friend list is using it. I'm not surprised. I feel the need to bring some attention to the issue. Even those that spoke out against it months ago, so it was mentioned before, and AGS, of course, is sleeping, have started doing it after seeing others do it for months now and go unpunished. Yes, this is funny actually. The same people who complained about it started using it because, okay, they're cheating, nothing is happening to them. Okay, I'm gonna cheat too. Fuck it. If you can't beat them, join them. I don't blame them, I do. You'd have to be dumb or highly principled, as I call. You're not dumb. You're dumb if you play the game. If you're still playing the game at this state, right? And not play. If you spend money on the game, you're dumb. But if you use the bot, if you're not using it, you're not dumb actually. You're someone who loves the game, who cares about the game, who wants it to be better, and you're not a cheater. Not to take advantage of this when it is clearly posing no risk to your account. I see his point. He's like, others are cheating, they're way ahead of me, they're way ahead of everyone. Nothing is it's allowed. Basically, it's allowed. It's like AGS is green lighting this, right? So just go ahead. While you're struggling to keep up with your dailies on your 6 gold earners, botters are doing them on as many characters as they have character slots every single day night. Yeah, so this doesn't, because it's a bot, it's not limited to 6. You can go as far as 24 characters. Even if you want to disregard the income from lower tier honing materials, the gems, the fate embers, the silver gains are massive over time. Beside the bound mats you get, beside the bound mats, beside the fate embers, which have a low chance. But when you bot 24/7, these chances go up dramatically. Especially when you do it on not 6 characters, but 24 every day. Because sometimes a normal human being, he doesn't do case dungeon every day on all of his characters, right? Sometimes he skips, sometimes he gets busy. This is not healthy. And as I said, this will fuck the blue crystal price, which means raising the price of literally everything in the game. Infinite Chaos Dungeon also becomes an option. Yeah, then you go to the merchant and, exchange materials. Something often viewed as a colossal waste of time suddenly becomes a viable bonus from the perspective of a botter, especially with Radiant Leapers maintaining a hefty price. Yeah, especially when leap stones are like what? 140 gold a piece on EU. I stress that this has been going on for longer than a year now. For a year now. This is correct. I can confirm this. It originally gained traction among Hell mode only Andes who can't be bothered to actually play the game but still need gold for consumables. So this is their excuse. Oh, I wanna do Hell mode. I don't wanna like spend my gold on consumables to do Hell mode, so I'm just gonna cheat. So these so-called Hell mode players are the ones cheating. It started there and now has become extremely widespread. About a year ago, people got caught in a ban wave, pretty much all of them temporary bans, and since then, they discovered the current methods to circumvent detection by easy anti cheat, and it has progressively increased in popularity since then. This is all true. And even if you got banned, what did you get banned for? 3 days? Fucking joke. The signs somebody in your friend list is botting like this are always the same. Chaos dungeon presets with defensive card set. So basically, he tried to use it, so he knows how it works, and he tells you this program basically uses presets with defensive card sets, right? So, so like it's, let's say it stands in a corner, takes so much damage so you don't die, so it uses this as a safety. So if you see someone with a defensive card set running Chaos Dungeon for a long time on multiple characters, like keep logging off, logging in with the same card, it is possible that he's using this, it is likely that he's using this bot. It also assigns heavy armor as engraving on classes that have no reason to run it. People tell me bot tends to die without those. So this is exactly how the bot performs. Heavy armor engraving, defensive card set, you know, on 24/7. And the thing is, there is an option even in game where even before you log in, you can go offline. And I'm sure most people, if not all, use it who are botting, so you won't even know what they're doing. I have no proposed fixes for the problem. Well, the fix is easy. First of all, I'm gonna talk about it in a second when I finish the article. Anything that I can come up with does as much, if not more, harm to legit players. No, we're not talking about sanctions here. Than it does to botters, and we have enough of those already with the attempts to combat mass gold botting. I am totally against all the sanctions they did. They only hurt players. He is correct about this. We'll speak more about it in a different video. But for this one, I will say this about the solution. So, AGS can easily contact this person, DM him if they care. They don't, but I'm just proposing. They can contact this person via DM, ask him about the Discord server. They can join in as customers, buy the program, see how it works, hand it over to the developer, hand it over to Easy Anti Cheat, where the minimum is to add the executable to the banned list, so you can't run it anymore, and then give it to Smilegate to see how it works and how they can prevent it. I'm just talking about banning the application itself. It detects that you're running it, it blocks it, like they do with, for example, damage meters. I know there are ways to overcome it, but um, this is a place to start. Then they can hand it over, like I said, to Smilegate to prevent or to ban people who are using it, right? I mean, buy the program, see how it works, ban people who use it. It's that simple. It's not hard to do. People who are like this guy, 10,000 hours, that's 14 months of being logged in 24/7 doing Chaos Dungeons. I'm sure they have these metrics in game. You can look at their accounts and ban them. It's not hard to do. But of course, AGS has no staff, lacks staff. They lack the incentive. They don't want to do anything about it. They don't care. They have only few thousand players playing. Most of them are cheating. Okay, just let it happen. We don't care. I don't think they're gonna do any. I don't think Amazon is gonna do anything about it because it's been at least a year. Maybe now that it's getting a lot of attention, um, they might do something. We don't know, but let's assume they're not gonna ban people. That's the problem. They're not gonna ban people because if they do, the numbers will drop to. There will be no players left playing the game basically, and but I still think that they need to ban these players. They need to develop a detection program. You know, and stop it from happening. This is ridiculous. Okay, this is it for the video. I will leave a link to the subreddit in the description. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.